And so when people ask me, would I ever run? The answer is no. I mean, you then if you ask me that, then you have absolutely no idea the sacrifice that your kids make when your parents are in that role. Not only am I not interested in politics in that way, but the thought of like putting my girls back into that that spotlight when they are just now establishing themselves. It's like, okay, I think we've done enough. Question asked and answered. Never going to happen.
The world is marked safe from a Michelle Obama presidency. That's the big news. We got more from her on her podcast, including reading some of her comments. Welcome to the Doug channel as we do a little catch up on America's former First Lady.
How did we stay hopeful in not just the 8 years that we were in the White House, but beyond? Because let me tell you, there was a lot of negative energy floating our way, a lot of rumors, a lot of gossip, a lot of, my husband wasn't born in this country. We didn't care about, we weren't patriotic. He didn't get into Harvard. I mean, I don't know if you all remember. I certainly do.
And just think of all the negative rumors that went around about Trump. So being a public figure, you're going to get some flack, myself included, but especially Michelle Obama.
He wore a tan suit.
Once. I mean, the level of scandal that occurred. But through it all, what kept us sane, and we tried to instill this in our daughters, is, you cannot live through social media. I don't think I have ever once looked at a comment section, period, and at all, ever. And I know it's difficult for this generation, but, I would implore young people to don't let that negative energy enter into your space. These are people who don't know you. A lot of this stuff is made up, and it does not feed you. And you can't do it. And
there is a little bit of wisdom in this. I will say this much is if you listen to only the good comments, then you're kind of believing a lie. And if you only listen to the bad comments, then you're believing a different kind of lie. So I'm all for not reading any comments at all. But think of all the public people fawning over Michelle Obama. You have to dismiss that too. So I in general believe in putting your critics and fans at an arm's distance. You read them, but you can't take everything too seriously is all I hope she's going by here.
We never do. Now, that doesn't mean you don't stay informed, but staying informed has nothing to do with the comment section.
But you just want to lecture then to your fans, and you don't want to listen to what people have to say.
No, it has everything to do with the content of the stories that you take in. And I think, we cannot get so trapped by social media that we feel so caught up into the one way we get information. We've got to broaden our spectrum, and we have to get off the phone.
Yeah, she's right. We got to live our life. But let's go to her comment section of this is the Michelle Obama channel over on YouTube. I'm just going to read a couple of these because it might be too painful. She said, here's the first one from a day ago. Again and again, I ask myself, why does this exist? This is the best podcast on YouTube for comments. So literally the entertainment of the Michelle Obama YouTube is for the comments. I came back a few days later looking for my first comment here, and it got deleted, they said. Should have kept the 3-bun thing. They're talking about her hair. That was something special. Just here for the comments. Ellen DeGeneres ruined Michelle Obama when she got her to dance. All viewers are only here for their daily roast sessions. So that's all the comments that are probably fit to read on YouTube. There's a lot more over there. You can see why she has incredibly negative comments are coming out. I think it's okay for people to speak their voice. I have a lot of people that despise me online, and they come into the comments and try and destroy my channel. I don't think people are reporting Michelle's channel and trying getting it taken down. And YouTube will not take down her channel the way they take down mine based on liberal comments. But it's interesting. This is her spin on her channel doing so badly. She goes, I don't read the comments. Well, I read some comments every day, and that's why I appreciate you guys. Welcome to the Doug channel.